Why be on Twitter all the time and, going back and forth with these guys when you got a job to do? There's fighters out there who are on Twitter 24/7 and can't satisfy their own fan base. So I'm not going to end up like those fighters because, my job is fighting first and making it out that ring safe. Then possibly after the fight, I can call, names out, after the fight. But, being online all the time, that's not for me. It was never for me. I didn't even want an Instagram, but my dad was like, you got to create a fan base. So.
Wow. Young guy, and you don't even care about social media. I mean, that just goes to show how focused you are, obviously, on the end goal of what you want for your career. One of the things you talked about, too, is that you don't... obviously, money's important, don't get me wrong. Everybody needs to survive. You obviously want to make a better living for yourself, but legacy seems to be more on the forefront for you than just...
En la rueda de prensa de Lamont Roach, Floyd Mayweather lanzó una seria advertencia a Gervonta. Tank Davis diciendo, te van a lastimar. La tensión asemó, cuando Mayweather diciendo podría, enfatizó los peligros que Davis podría el tener, le tiene miedo a Gervonta. Criticó a Davis por pasar semillado tiempo en las redes sociales, argumentando que Tank debería centrarse más en sus oponentes en lugar de intentar complacer a los fanáticos en línea. Según Schofield,
as opposed to your own?
Me personally, no, because I don't know what Lamont Roach and his team are working on. I don't want to, down the man because who knows, maybe he might shock the world. It's not on us to decide. I mean, boxing is a one-shot sport. Anything can happen. Nobody's invincible from getting knocked out. So, I mean, Tank better stay off Twitter. He better worry about his opponent. So, that's all I got to say. But in my opinion, Tank should win, but you never know.
Okay. All right. Floyd, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. It was lovely meeting you. And hopefully we'll be able to catch up with you post-fight.
Schofield también sugirió que Lamont Roach podría lograr un sorprendente knockout, posiblemente sorprendiendo al mundo del boxeo. Aunque Roach es considerado un desvalido, Schofield cree que tiene lo que se necesita para dar un esperado giro. Si Roach logra detener a Tank, sería uno de...
Floyd Money Mayweather, one of the greats, one of the legends, one of the GOATs, said to himself, Sugar Tank Davis. So we know that Tank Davis loves to be painting his nails, wearing stilettos, wearing them purses. How many pay-per-view buys does this Roach Jr. coming up for 130? How many buys do you think this does, my brother?
I mean, 350 is what Tank and Frank did, and Frank wasn't a champion. Roach has been around. He lost to Jamel Herring. He came back from defeat to be a world champ. I think it'll do a good 450, 500.
I think it does maybe 175,000 pay-per-view buys if David Benavidez isn't a part of that crowd, because we know that the Ecuadorian guacamole in Arizona sun where Tuto is from. So they know that without David Benavidez, they can't bring that extra 150,000 pay-per-view buys. It looks like it's gonna crash, like the stock market one day will crash.
Este combate está siendo aclamado como un gran combate en agrador de dinero. Lamont Roach compite en los 130 libras, menjuar que Tank Davis pelea en los 135 libras. A pesar de la diferenciano, hasta en este 5 libras, se espera que el que un diferenciano de ver como estos luchadores altamente habilitados.
This fight March 1st, I see Lamont working out a lot in the gym with his father, with a whole bunch of coaches up in Florida. Do you see a different Lamont Roach coming into this fight?
No, I don't. I tell people all the time, no offense, this is not a Lamont Roach, but a fighter can do everything in the gym, man. They can do their push-ups, their pull-ups, they can run 10 miles a day, they can eat their diet, they can change their diet, they can do everything right, but it have to be in your DNA to take pain. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Are you willing and able to take the pain that come with this shit? That's for any fighter, you know?
Right.
And that's the difference in a lot of the fights. You gotta be willing to take the pain that come with it.
Mm. Now,
in the actual fight, not the training, in the actual fight.
In the actual fight, what's the difference between, the pain inside the gym gearing up to the fight versus the lights and you know, being on Showtime?
No, the workout pain, muscle sore, fatigue, that's different, but
They prepared you for those lights.
that pain in the actual fight, man, when shit get rattled, your eggs get scrambled, your eyes get blurry, fucking mouth and nose gets fucked up. You know, a little bit of everything, body shots. You just gotta be willing to take.
Kenny Ellis expresó que la pelea entre Gervonta Davis y Lamont Roach está ganando respeto entre los fanáticos del boxeo. Elogió la impresionante carrera amateur y profesional de Roach, llamándolo que Roach ha sido subestimado. Los fanáticos ajos están combinando. A los fanáticos ajos están combinando y reconocen su talento. Atribuyó la menor visibilidad de Roach a la falta de autopromoción, explicando que si los luchadores no se promocionan, sin embargo, a pesar de su naturaleza masculada, Roach está demostrando que tiene lo necesario para competir al más alto nivel.
Catching a lot of backlash. You know, you got people that are calling Tank a cherry picker, people that are saying it's a good fight, an underrated fight. I'm more of the latter. I think that it's always the fights that the fans really aren't asking for that are really the good fights. Because the fights that we consider super fights, oh man, this guy versus that guy is gonna be the greatest fight ever. Them Jones is like whitewashers.
Yeah, because certain brands when it comes to like bigger names don't mean it's always the best fight when it comes to skill, and that's where I get where you coming from. But Lamont Roach, we know he don't got a big name. Good fighter. Champion 130. The thing is, when it comes to Lamont Roach, is where I say, but people don't know, they'd be like Tank is cherry picking, but how is Tank cherry picking when literally he's supposed to be right now like the face of boxing right now, like most popular, especially Black American, and everybody's offers came up with reasons why he can't fight him. Starting with Lomachenko, there was Rayo, De Los Santos hurt. They try to offer the WBO.
Dennis Berinchik?
Dennis Berinchik. Didn't hear it back, so it ain't like.
So wait, you're in the back rooms, right?
Yeah.
I see people giving you shit in the comments, but you're in the back rooms. Run off everybody who Team Tank hit up for a fight.
I just named the four for sure. Then Lomachenko.
No, just running back just in case they missed it.
Lomachenko, Berinchik, Rayo, De Los Santos, and
Gervonta Davis ha afrontado críticas, con algunos etiquetándolo como un cazador de cerezas por elegir peleas que parecen fáciles. Sin embargo, otros argumentan que la pelea con Roach está subestimada. Dicen que los enfrentamientos inesperados suelen resultar mejores que los Johnny Ortiz defendió a Davis, señalando que Lamont Roach es Corparo Roach, un campeone o Roach. Ortiz sesionó porque Tank debería esperar hombres más grandes cuando el estatus de campeón de Roach.
Anytime this one of you could say, all right, I'll take that. Dude got a good record, he a champion, they from the same area. It make business sense. I think Tank, other than Canelo, Tank is probably maybe the most like fighter where people excited to see across the world. So he get them kind of perks. So you can't, that's what the question you just asked me about business. That's a business move. When we said what's the difference between business to, you know, the business side of boxing.
Yeah.
He giving us something to where it's all right, it's a good fight, but it make business sense because they both from the same town. I ain't sure if they wherever they do it, it's gonna make sense, whether it's Vegas or their hometown, but I like it, it's a good fight.
How does that fight play out, Ricky?
I see Tank by stoppage, man. You know, it's his time right now, man. It's gonna take, you know, somebody like a Shakur. I would have liked to see him with Lomachenko, but Loma, you know, I guess Loma didn't want that fight. So it's gonna take somebody real crafty to go them 12 rounds with Tank, because Tank is real, he on fire.
Mickey Bay admitió que inquinamente quería contra otro oponente, pero ve la lógica detrás de elegir a Roach, que tiene un récord y credenciales de campeonato. Bay destacó la popularidad global de Tank, solo superada por Canelo Álvarez, y reconoció el fuerte atractivo comercial de la pelea, dado que ambos luchadores provienen de la misma área. Bailo consideró una decisión inteligente, equilibrando la competencia atlética con la estrategia financiera, y así que la pelea se levegó en su ciudad natal.
It's Gervonta.
Oh, of course.
Now, Gervonta is a very aggressive fight. I've watched his tape, I've watched yours. I have no particular pick because I think you are as skilled. I know Gervonta is definitely skilled and a beast. My question really is, if you win this fight, who do you fight next? Because I would imagine that if you got permission to go up, nobody else in the other weight classes would be of interest to you. Where do you go next?
See, that's when now we're getting somewhere. I'll fight him again.
You would do a rematch?
Yeah.
And does that make the purse bigger?
I mean, obviously there's a rematch clause, people, so get ready for 2 fights. But, yes, and after I beat him the second time, I probably would ask the WBA to let me go up to 140 and fight Rayo. Cause I asked them to fight Rayo before Tank and them, you know what I'm saying, before we would propose this fight.
Yes.
I did ask to fight the 140-pound champ. Before this,
you were prepared for that.
Muchos fanáticos creen que tanto Lamont Roach como Gervonta Davis son luchadores de elite, lo que hace que este enfrentamiento sea difícil de predecir. Roach está confiado en su papachco preganar y está planeando desafiar a Tank a una revancha después de esta pelea. La determinación de Roach y esta Saubela están alimentando una intensa...
28 of them, right? What makes you different?
He probably can answer that question. He probably can answer that question. But it's the skill, the will. I got the whole package, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not sitting there waiting to get hit by nobody, especially somebody that's supposed to be a power puncher. That's evidently a power puncher. I got too much. I got too much for me to go out like that. I'm not saying he don't, but I can't, like, if anything, I'm trying to flip it around. I'm trying to make
Lamont Roach ha dejado claro que esta pelea no es sobre dinero para él. Considera a Tank Davis como un oponente fácil de desestimándolo como nada más que un pedazo de pastel. Roach enfatizó que él es el verdadero campeón en los 130 libras. Mañana que es puesalaje cuebo. No important peso. No important peso. No important peso. Sin embargo, Roach es confiado de que la diferencia de peso no paradio pasabana, puento pela cuero peso.
It's the biggest fight in the world.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna be the biggest boxing fight in the world when it happens. I can see it happening not too far in the future.
Really?
I can see it happening. I don't think, like, I think Tank will sign that contract.
Dang.
And I'm going to sign a contract too, so it's
then
like,
you're gonna get it on.
Yeah.
Nope. He almost hit you. Hold it. I know what y'all think I'm gonna do. I go that way for a reason. How is this girl recording? How is she recording?
Shakur Stevenson ha expresado un fuerte interpelero contra Gervonta Davis, creyendo que tal enfrentamiento sería uno de los eventos más grandes en el boxeo hoy en día. Stevenson está seguro de que una pelea entre ellos generaría una enorme emoción.
I'm telling y'all, he don't want to chase him around. Y'all want to see Tank knock people out. You don't want to see him chase somebody around the whole fight, because what happened when Shakur do it, when somebody chasing him around, it's boring. What's next for Tank? If anything, it's going to be Keyshawn out of them two. Keyshawn is more entertaining. Keyshawn going to stand there and throw the punches. You can look into Shakur eyes when I show y'all this, when Terrence Crawford say, look, he up next, and how he turned his head. Like, he don't even believe in himself no more. Like, check it out, man.
What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing.
You don't think he's better than any of the guys you
looking
face?
more better than him.
Who that?
That's Keyshawn.
He's playing Matador for moments, goes downstairs with a vicious right.
You or Keyshawn's gonna get tanked, so the walls are closing in. So awesome.
It's gonna be him though.
It makes sense.
Again.
Gervonta Davis ha dado claro que está buscando peleas emocionantes. Cree que su combate con Lamont Roach tiene el potencial de embrucer la emoción que Davis ha restado importancia a una posible pelea con Shakur Stevenson, diciendo que no proponiera el mismo.
My whole family's from DC. My whole family, like my entire family.
Don't bring them. Don't bring them.
For what?
Don't bring them. I'm telling you.
They gonna celebrate with me. Yeah,
don't bring them.
It's gonna be a party on your floor.
I'm gonna let y'all know something. His father was up here shaking on the what's the name? He was shaking on the
Pops.
On my kids, he was shaking on this thing. On my kids, he was shaking.
Don't
Never.
say, bro.
That's cap. What I about to say?
How you gonna say it's cap? And
It gotta
how
be.
you gonna say it's cap? I'm watching them.
Gotta be. Hey,
Somebody lying.
Good.
hey,
Yeah, somebody lying.
Hey.
Somebody lying.
hey.
Okay.
En un intercambio a Colorado, Gervonta Davis advirtió Lamont Roach que mantuviera a su familia fuera de su rivalidad. Roach había mencionado anteriormente el fuerte apoyo familiar en Washington, D.C., pero Davis afirmó firmemente que la familia.
What?
Who said that? You said
My
what?
man over
You
there
said
said
what?
bet.
Yeah, that's why I've been waiting for the niggas to talk. How much you want back? How much you want to bet? Because I came up here alone. How much y'all want back? How much you want back? Just call it out. Huh? 100? That's a bet. What's your name? Al, where you from? All right, bet. It's a bet.
cuz.
Tank, he feeling better now. Tank feeling better.
Yeah. Somebody done got him out his bag.
Lamont, what's going down March 1st? Prediction, how does it play out at Barclays Center here?
You signed 100K?
Come on. Hey, fool. Hold on. He with me, so that he wasn't gonna say nothing. He wasn't gonna say no number with no K.
Y'all want to bet 100?
En un corrallo, good de Gervonta Davis ha supuestamente colocado una apuesta impresionante de $100 million con el equipo de Lamont Roach. Esta no se trata solo de dinero, es la forma de tal que demostrar su suprema confianza. Davis está enviando un claro pienso de que cree que
Who I fight, when they start talking, that's when y'all get them. I'm gonna beat his ass.
He can't
y'all
do
talk.
shit.
For real. I better be quiet.
I don't give a f. Y'all was quiet. If y'all was loud,
He got the whole hood over there.
Like, twist it up. I don't give a f.
I
None
can
of that.
do whatever
I don't
y'all
care about
want.
none of
My
that.
mother, he
I
can't
don't care
stop
about no
nothing
hood,
over
no
here.
none of that.
Not at all.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna f him up.
Not at all. Never. Nothing's
y'all
gonna get f. With. What do I look like getting f***ed up?
Okay.
That shit.
Okay.
That shit ain't never gonna stop nothing over here.
And he gonna pay for it. I guarantee he pay for it. I guarantee he pay for it. I guarantee it.
Calm down. Calm down, brother.
Come to the fight. Come to the fight.
They probably.
Durante una rueda de prensa, Gervonta Davis habló sobre cómo los oponentes a menudo cambian una vez que se abre la narina al ring. Explicó que Gualwalipas, luchadores hablan fuerte antes de la pelea, pronto se dan cuenta de la diferencia en habilidad y poder cuando.
This fight here in New York, there are a lot of questions of why Lamont Roach, right? Let's not discredit him. He's a great fighter, great chin, high IQ. But why Lamont Roach? That's the questions that all the fans are asking at the beginning.
Look, I think the reality is, I think those are fair questions. I mean, look, when you have fighters the caliber of Tank, of Canelo, the bar is always high. When you continue to perform well against high-level opposition, people expect a lot from. There were preliminary discussions about the Shakur fight, early on, like back early, for 2024 before this was scheduled. Didn't get very far for reasons I won't go into. But
come on.
I just think there were, I'm not sure that the time was right. I think, what Shakur was looking for was something different than, he was looking for more of a long-term commitment other than just doing one fight, you know. And so he's got his deal, you know, he's getting busy, he's got a fight scheduled, and, you know, maybe we'll pick up and do something there. But aside from that, I mean, to be candid, you know, those are the big names at 135. I know Tank has gone up to 140, and he would on occasion.
Steven Espinoza respondió a preguntas sobre la pelea entre Gervonta Davis y Lamont Roach, programada para el 1 de marzo en Nueva York. Espinoza reconoció el alto IQ de boxeo y los fanáticos podrían cuestionarse porque los fanáticos podrían sesionar el asfanatimiento. Explicó que con luchadores de elite como Tank y Canelo Espinoza también reveló que las primeras conversaciones sobre una pelea con Shakur Stevenson no inventaron debido a preocupaciones sobre compromiso a largo plazo, aunque Tank ha peleado en los 140 libras antes. Espinoza cree que los 135 libras son su mejor categoría de peso. A pesar de las críticas, Espinoza insiste en que esta pelea tiene. Lamont Roach es ampliamente reconocido como el mejor luchador en su división. El rey de defiocio como Frank Martin, Roach ha sido campeón y actualmente está en su mejor momento. Su experiencia, habilidades de elite y